Well, this is Once Upon a Non-Time, December 7th. Great-Grandpa King David, the superhero. Do you have heroes? Maybe you like superheroes like Superman, Spider-Man, or Captain America. Or maybe you have local heroes that you look up to, like a fireman who saved your house from burning, or a policeman who risked his life to arrest a bad guy in your neighborhood. Maybe you have spiritual heroes, like preachers, missionaries, or the person who led you to the Lord. How did you get those heroes? Your heroes are people who did something special for you, or people you heard cool stories about. Stories make a hero. Without stories, we wouldn't have heroes. Back in Bible times, kids didn't have TV or tablets. They didn't even have a lot of books. Instead, dads told their kids stories to teach history and lessons about God. These stories became common. Abraham almost killing Isaac, Jacob wrestling with an angel, Moses splitting the Red Sea, and Joshua flattening Jericho. And they created heroes. One of the greatest heroes in every Jewish home was King David. The little boys playing with sticks wanted to be him. King David was more than a hero. He was a superhero. David had killed a giant that was taller than a house. David had killed a lion and a bear when he was a kid. David became a national icon, a sensation when he was in his early 20s. Winning battle after battle while serving in Saul's army. David was the greatest superhero of all. Not only was David a great fighter, but he was also the greatest king in the history of Israel. The stories of his rise to the throne were epic as he surrounded himself with mighty warriors who were loyal friends. His kingdom came to peace and prosperity. God's blessings were on David's kingdom. Since David was the king, his sons would become kings too, and his grandsons and their grandsons and their grandsons. Without royalty in the family, people were not allowed to become the king. Matthew knew that. He knew that no Jew would accept Jesus as his king unless Jesus was part of the royal family. They'd pull out their checklist and say, you're a king, huh? Well, are you from royal family? Matthew made sure to show that Jesus was part of the royal family, David's family, and that Jesus was worthy of being the Jews' king. So, in the opening lines to his book, Matthew wrote, "The book of the generation of Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of Abraham," Matthew chapter 1, verse 1. We already discussed Jesus being a Jew, the son of Abraham. Now, Matthew shows Jesus as the king. Matthew is saying, here's the greatest king who will ever live. Let's learn about him. Now, that was from Matthew's genealogies. In tomorrow's video, we're going to look at Luke. He has a different set of genealogies. We'll see you in the next video. Well, I think I mistakenly said in the previous video that the next video, or talking about today's video, was going to be about Luke's genealogies. It was actually still Matthew's genealogies, as I said in the video. And so the previous video was Matthew's genealogy showing his Jewish roots, his Jewish heritage, and that was important to a Jewish audience. But also important to a Jewish audience would have been the royalty. Is the one claiming to be king actually from royal blood? And showing the genealogy that traces back to David would have shown that, yes, there's royalty in this man's blood. And so he is rightfully asking to be king, like he is every bit within his Jewish legal rights to assume the throne as well. And so finally, we'll get to Luke's genealogies tomorrow, and we'll see you in the next video for that one.